Common sense. This is the show that your liberal friend hates, by the way, so you may want to either turn it up or turn it off, but your liberal friend will hate it because we do make so much sense every single day. Talking about a nasty lady. She's wearing a nasty shirt. She's calling herself nasty, at least. It's San Juan Mayor Carmen Cruz. She's wearing a black T-shirt emblazoned with the word nasty on it. She was wearing it this past Wednesday. I'm seeing the shirt that she's got on here, and she's wearing it during an interview with Univision's George Ramos in response to President Trump's tweet criticizing her. Cruz was telling Ramos that she wore the shirt because it was one of the expressions that the president used to describe who I was. I was a nasty mayor. What is truly nasty is to turn your back on the Puerto Rican people, Mayor of San Juan says. She goes on, she says, when it bothers someone that you're asking for drinking water, medicine for the sick, and food for the hungry, that person has much deeper problems that we can discuss in an interview. What really is a nasty is showing your back to the Puerto Rican people. Where was she? She extended her hand to the president when he was there in San Juan, and along with tens of thousands of relief workers, the ship Comfort's there in Puerto Rico. We have the Navy. We have a 5-star general in command making sure that everybody's got water, food, medicine, and getting help to as many Puerto Ricans as possible. I don't know what else President Trump can do with FEMA or with the relief efforts, but Geraldo, who is a lefty, has said that they're doing a fine job over there and that he's proud of what's taking place, and Trump is doing everything he can. Donald Trump didn't create the hurricane. Maria or Irma was not the result of these liberals would make it believe that it is. And by the way, that nasty has nothing to do with the conversation. Elizabeth Warren considers herself to be nasty. This is a left-leaning snowflake thing with the nasty shirts. She's just putting herself out there that she's one of them, and wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't make a run for 2020 or try to elevate herself in stature for the Democratic Party. She's posturing. She had nothing but niceties to say about the president until she got a call from the Dems telling her to change her tune and not be so nice. Because we're Democrat, remember? But because he got Republicans that are in charge of the relief efforts, we got a Republican president. We could tell him that he's turned his back on the Puerto Rican people. Puerto Rican people are getting as much help as humanly possible, and any help that's been given has been gladly received and a warm welcome. All they care about is they get some water and they get some relief, and the relief is there. Maybe it didn't happen fast enough. It hasn't happened fast enough for many of the other islands. There's people in Texas that didn't think it would happen fast enough either. It's just the reality of disasters is what it is, disaster. It was unforeseen, the damage, the amount of damage, the widespread damage there from north to west, south to east. They did not realize it was going to be to that extent, but it is a war zone, practically. That's what it looks like. And it's devastating. But I don't know what else he can do. He's been to the island. He's reached out to the people. He's got a 5-star general in charge. And there's been some issues with distributorship with the locals, unfortunately, that we've heard, again, credible evidence that it's been difficult for FEMA to work with a lot of the locals because they're just not getting to the people that they need where they've asked for their help. They're trying to ask for some of the local, not all, but a large majority of them, and that is a sign of the dysfunction in Puerto Rico that's been happening for centuries. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of corruption in Puerto Rico. Oh, yeah, we didn't mention the sanctuary city with Jerry Brown there of California, but it's not just San Francisco, not just Los Angeles and some cities there that are just sanctuary cities. Jerry Brown has said now we're a sanctuary state. So no, we don't have the right to ask them if they're illegal, what their status is. We can't peek into their background, can't make any judgment. Oh, and we can harbor the worst of the worst gang members, et cetera, et cetera. Jerry Brown, snowflake of snowflakes, you've just made California worse. And I really wish that President Trump does away with the federal money just to teach him a lesson and teach California a lesson for what they're doing to their people. It's just gotten worse. He's going to make this place awful, if it's not already awful, the way it's happening, to just give safe haven to the worst pond scum on the planet. It's not all immigrants, folks. I'm talking about illegals that are doing bad things to our country, that mayors across our country are allowing them to take place, even though that they're criminals, folks. I'm not talking about innocent people. I'm talking about criminals that are being harbored. They were given safe haven in sanctuary cities like there's something religious about it. They think they're doing a good deed, but folks, all they're doing again is being used to be a voter, a paid voter. That's all it is, and that's how the left works. They work by manipulation, where the party will give you anything that you want instead of working hard and earning it. My dad could have given me everything, but he did not. I went to work. Something magical happens. You feel good about it, and you actually take better care of things when you actually work for it. Let's feel good about it. That's America. Keith Allen, For the People, forthepeopleshow.com. All the best. May God bless.